Hello, welcome to a first look video at Fights in Tight Spaces. Yeah, it's been a while, I think, since I did one of these, but I got a game I want to play and show off to you, so here we are. This is I'll describe it as they described it. This is a action turn-based roguelike. It's like a blend. You'll see, it makes more sense when you get in. And yeah, this has been in early access for a little bit, so you may have already heard of it / seen it or even played it, but it got a 1.0 release yesterday, and it wasn't really a game that was on my radar until someone pointed out that it full released to me, and I took a look at it and I went, hey, this looks cool, I should check it out. And so here we are. I'll give you a video, bring it to your attention. This game's pretty sick. I streamed it for about 2 hours last night, so I was more familiar because I was gonna do this video yesterday, but I played the tutorial and I did not really feel like I understood the game very well. So I played it a little more so that I can give you a better grasp on how the game works. It makes more sense to me now. As I tend to do, I'll go through the options with you. First, I want to mention as well that this is a game by I think I have the game up on the other screen. Yeah, the studio is named Ground Shatter. However, what I am aware for sure is that one of the members that worked on this and one of the members of that studio is Mike Bithell, who made a lot of games recently. I think one of them you may know is Thomas Was Alone. Was he also The Witness? I think he might have been the guy who did The Witness. And I think also John Wick Hex. Is he the Witness? I'm gonna look. And I think that The Witness is Jonathan Blow. But that might be wrong too. I'm looking. I don't know who did The Witness. Never mind. Anyway. Yeah, it's just I know that about this game, so you got a lot of options here which we'll go through real quick. You can reset your game progress, always nice. Here comes the languages part. We got English, French, German, Spanish, pretty sure that's Russian. And then last time I got these mixed up. I think that this one is Japanese and this one is Chinese. Actually, not as many languages as I would expect, but that's, yeah, there you go. You got the option to toggle help screens, blood if you don't like it. This game also has a light mode, which I'll show you. This is the normal mode. I play on dark mode, just like with Mini Motorways. You got a way that you can change the dynamic camera, so it goes dynamic only in critical moments, or always, or not at all. And then you can change how the replay goes, which will make more sense when we get into it. UI options, you can turn off card tooltips, I guess, along with card descriptions, entity information, and you can make data always visible, which again will make sense later. You can auto hide some UI elements as well. Audio, fully customizable. You got master volume, sound effects, music, and ambience. Always nice to see more than one slider in the audio section. And then normal video options, resolution, full screen mode, windowed, borderless, or full screen. VSync options and anti-aliasing if you mess with that stuff. So a good suite of options. Nice stuff to see. Doesn't really need anything else as far as I can tell. So I'm going to go through and do a new game. There's 5 difficulty modes. This is like your basic mode, or like your easiest mode, and then this is a normal mode, but it lets you restart when you lose up to 3 times. Normal mode with no restarts. This is the player draws one of the other things is it looks like you draw movement cards every turn on the basic 3 difficulties, which makes sense, and you'll see how that works as well. If the player draws a hand with no movement cards, a temporary step card will be drawn. Rollbacks 1. It's weird that... Oh, I see. So this is always draw 1 movement card, and this is draw a temporary card if you draw no movement, but you get 1 rollback, and then the purest is draw however, no hand assistance. That's pretty cool. I'm just going to play on classic. The top thing there as well I meant to mention but missed it was a deck draft mode. So there's standard decks you can start with, or you can play deck draft mode where you draft a deck out of random cards, which is pretty cool. You just get to pick your agent. Will be male agent today. I'm gonna skip the dialogue stuff and just go right into it. So here's your 6 decks. I've unlocked 3. I've played Balanced and Counter Striker. We'll play Balanced for this because it's the simplest, but as you do runs and level up, you unlock stuff. I'll show you the card compendium at the end as well. And this is our starting deck. Don't worry, it'll make a lot of sense as we get in there. I've done training a few times, and I'm not going to do training for this video because it's easier if I explain it to you, but the way that it works is you start on a mission and do it, finish the mission, move on to the next one, and once you finish the mission, you can start on the next one as far as I can tell, because I've finished the Death's Head Biker Gangs, but I've died to the Insiders twice now. We'll do the Death's Head Biker Gang. And these missions are basically like acts in a normal run. So here's your overworld map. Let me show you what you're looking at. On the left here, you have all the information about your character. So this is, I'm 40 health, I have 50 money, I have a maximum of 10 combo, and I actually don't know what this X means, to be honest. And then you can scroll through the map, pathing as you would expect. These circles are rooms where we'll do our fights, and then the symbols are other things on the map. So like the gym is where you upgrade cards, buy cards, or remove cards, and medical is where you heal, increase max HP, and remove curses. I think they're called injuries in this game, and then there's also random events. You progress through all of this, you get to the final boss. And we'll just get right to it. So I'm going to do a lot of explaining very quickly here, and then I'm going to play through most of the act to show you how the game flows. So combat starts. The enemies drop in, they take their turn. Up in the top right, you can see our main objective, which is defeat the 3 enemies, and then you can see our bonus objective, which is win the fight within 6 turns. If I hold Alt, you can see these red spaces are voids, they're called, and if I push an enemy out of the void, they die instantly. You can also see 1, 2, 3 is the order they're going to attack in. They have, each enemy is going to do 6 damage, and they have 20 health. That's your basics. You can also hover over them to see how they attack. So for example, the regular thug attacks anyone on this square, and it is anyone, it's friend or foe. And then the biker over here will attack within 2 tiles, and his attack comes with a push. I'm going to turn the game down slightly because it's feeling a little loud to me, if you don't mind. Just a touch. That feels better. Okay. Standard deck builder stuff. On the left here, we have 3 energy, we have our deck, and we draw 5 per turn. This character, and maybe just this deck, comes with a card called Emergency Move, or an augment, which is a relic essentially called Emergency Move. Emergency Move is this card, which lets you move once per combat, and it has exhaust, and it stays in your hand until you need it. So, what are you looking at here? What the hell does all of this mean? It's very overwhelming at first, but it kind of makes sense. So the top symbol is energy cost. In this game, they call it momentum. The symbol below that is what the card does, basically. So the Running Man symbol signifies that this card does movement, and the symbol below that is how far. So for example, Slip lets me move 1 tile, or it lets you move adjacent to another enemy. The next card I'll talk about is Quick Block. This is block. 0 energy, block 6. Blocking is blocking. Nothing crazy here. And then the last card here is Hammer Fist that we need to talk about. The way that this one works is it does damage the range below. This is the range indicator, so this will attack between 1 and 2 squares, so I can hit someone within 2 tiles from me. And it does 4 damage plus 1 damage per combo. Combo is this resource here. Combo is built up every time you do an attack, and you lose 1 combo every time you move. So on this turn, I am currently being attacked for 11. There's nothing too exciting I can do. I'll play this turn one way. I think the better way to do this, actually we'll play this the other way. So the way to play this out is to play block and counter. Counter this symbol here, which is the 2 golf flags upside down. This is the counter symbol. And whenever you get hit, you'll do damage to enemies in range of you. and it'll say on the card. One thing that is a little strange to me, but not that crazy, is you do have to hover over the card to see what it does. This isn't like Monster Trainer Slay the Spire, where the card itself has the text on it. You have to hover over it to see what it does. Because like on Hammer Fist, if you just look at it, it says 1 to 2 range and it does 4. And that's correct, but the 4 is contextualized by +1 damage per combo. So I'll go about this turn. I'm gonna get hit twice and push back to here, but that's okay, because I will counterattack this thug. There's some other mechanics that I'll teach you here. Hammer Fist also says maintain distance on it. Some cards will say advance, some cards will say maintain distance. Maintain distance just means that this card will keep me at range if I'm 2 tiles away. I have 14 block, and I will end my turn. You can see the counter there. I take 10, or I do 10. All that damage is blocked, and block is removed at the end of your turn, as you can probably guess. Then the enemies move, and we repeat. So what do we have here? I have dash, I have step, I have emergency move. So all I can do is really move around. You can only move in a straight line on the board. That is another piece of information I need to make sure I tell you, because that's pretty important. There's no diagonals, basically, in any way. If there were an enemy here, I would not be able to attack him. One other good thing to learn here, so I'll just show it off real quick. Actually, there's a fun thing we can do here. I want to step here, and then dash here. This enemy doesn't have a target, so he's not going to attack. Yeah. If I do quick kick, this does 4 damage and pushes the target 1 tile. If the tile that you're trying to push them into is occupied, they'll take 4 damage instead. And that seems to be a flat amount of 4. As far as I can tell, it's always just 4. I haven't seen it be more, and I haven't seen a way to increase it yet. But that's fine. Head Smash is another card that's in the starter deck. The way that this card works is the target has to be adjacent to something, and then you slam them into it, dealing 12 damage for 1, which is a pretty good amount, +1 per combo. This is a combo ender, though, which uses all your combo to do it, and the target turns to face you. So if I had a way to Head Smash here, like if I could Head Smash this thug, I would be able to, or he would turn towards me, I should say. Here, though, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move. I don't have 2 moves, that's right. I'm still getting used to it. I'm just gonna move over here and then punch kick this guy. That should kill him. No, he's not gonna die from this, actually. Punch kick, send him away. If I had a way, I would really like to show these enemies attacking each other. Oh, there you go, actually. So once they acquire their target, they will always make their attack. Observe. You move over to the adjacent side of this guy. He's gonna die, sadly, so I can't show this off again. But if I didn't kill that guy with the kick, he would have made his attack because he had acquired his target. That attack always goes through. That's how it works for this game. And it's really important because a lot of the damage you do, I built my entire deck last time I played this version. Built the entire deck around moving out of the way of enemies and making them hit each other. Now I get to show you the coolest part of this game, which is we just played that fight in turn-based fashion. I can click the show replay button at the end of every fight, and you get to watch the fight happen in real time, which is really cool. Like this is extremely neat. I've never seen anything like it in a game before, where you get to play it in turn-based and then watch the fight play out. Yeah, obviously it's not like a real fight or anything like that. It's turn-based still, but you get to watch it in real time, and that's really cool. You get to watch these guys punch the shit out of each other. One other thing I should mention is the soundtrack for this game is nuts. I think for the next fight, I'll go through all of this and I'm going to turn the game back up and let you just listen to the music for a few minutes, because the music is so good in this game. At the end of the fight, we get a new card for finishing the fight, and we get 30 euros for... Are these pounds? These might be pounds. I think these are pounds, actually. 30 pounds for finishing the fight in the bonus objective timer. A card here. I'm going to go ahead and take... I'm going to take Slip, move 1 tile, or move adjacent to an enemy. I think that card's very good. And we get to choose our next fight. We can take... You can see on the information panel The mission is protect, which means there's going to be someone in this arena that I have to keep alive. And there's 4 targets I have to kill. And if I keep the target alive, I'll get the money, or I'll get one of the bonus objectives, and if I finish some other objective, I'll get 2. You can see the rewards there. So extra reward on the bar, but there's an extra objective as well. I'll do the bar because it's better rewards. There's probably going to be like a diplomat here I have to keep alive. Yeah. So this guy in yellow is a neutral party who the enemies will attack. However, if I keep him alive, I get a bonus. Other thing that's important to note here, this enemy, the security guy, has a new mechanic. He has auto attack, so if I attack or move into the square that he's got auto attack on, he gets to attack for free. He only does 4 damage. Also Gunman. Gunman has a gun. The gun shoots in a line. I'm gonna shut up now and I'm gonna let the music play for a little bit while I play out this combat. Probably I'll come back to talking to you soon, but I'll let the music play. Actually, I'll do the whole combat with the music playing. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I missed the bonus objective here by 2 HP, which is very sad. But it plays another song as well. The soundtrack just keeps kind of looping, and it's not fight specific, which is pretty cool as well. But yeah, that's like, I think the music in this game is killer. I don't get to hear it as much because I'm usually talking and I have to keep the music a little lower, but like, man, it's so good. Of course I have it to show the replay. I won't show any more replays for the rest of the video, but that's how a fight would go out if you were playing the game yourself mostly. You got to also see there, I kicked an enemy into a void and he just died instantly, which is pretty cool. This build that I have going on where I just dodge out of the way of attacks nonstop, it doesn't do a lot of damage to enemies, and so you end up missing a lot of finish turn bonus objectives. Oh, you know what I just noticed was happening there, I'm pretty sure? That biker kept jumping away, like he kept targeting the ambassador, You saw him there, he jumped away, but then his effect, I think, makes it so that he always turns to face you when you're in range. No, that doesn't seem right. I think that's a different enemy. Yeah, sadly missed the 30 euros, but we heal 15 health. I didn't need to heal 15 health, but we heal it anyway. Left spin kick, costs 2 combo, push target to the left. I actually want to try taking Slash here. Slash comes with bleeding. Add 2 bleeding when the target has no block. I'm sure you can guess what bleeding does. I have a feeling. I don't want to buy any of these. Let's take a card upgrade. So you can also just buy upgrades at the gym. There's cards you can buy. You can buy card removal, or you can buy card upgrades. The cards to upgrade are different in cost based on, I'm not really sure what, but I think it's a rarity sort of idea. I think Combo Finisher is a more rare card than something like Push, for example, or something like a starter card like Block, but I'm not really sure. I haven't found a way to differentiate between the cards in terms of rarity. And that actually, it's a good segue into, let me take this, I'll upgrade it to do 4 bleeding, yeah. It's a good segue into my one criticism of this game, and there's only one so far that I've played. I think that the only thing I don't really like about this game is the cards themselves. And I talked about this recently. In a game like Monster Train, I can, at a glance, like I can be looking at what's happening on my screen here and just look like passively while looking at the screen and see what cards are in my hand because they're all relatively unique, right? There's some cards where this isn't the case, but for the most part I can do that because of the card art on the cards. And in this game I have to be a lot more active with looking at the cards and seeing what cards I have in hand because of the card art, right? It's all black and reds, and I can't really differentiate the cards based on color. It's definitely not a deal breaker. I still think the game is very good, but that is my one piece of criticism for the game thus far. This is also a heavy enemy. His name is Chonk. He's like a mini boss effectively. He's gonna give all of his allies are gonna get 4 block at the start of every turn. And that's okay. Does this advance? This does advance. He also does this arcing attack every turn, which is, you know, it's a lot of damage, but he's really easy to dodge out of the way of. But it's very hard to finish this enemy in the time they want me to. What can I do here? I could do... I want to slip over here and then kick him in the way of the bullet. I can combo finisher, but this advances me into his range. It doesn't cost any energy though. You know what? I'm going to try playing a little more aggressive here. I'm going to take some damage to try to finish this fight in time. Yeah, because he's doing 5 times 12. It's 12 to each tile in the arc. And so I'm going to take 4, but I'm going to take 4 to try and get the damage in to finish this enemy off in time. Because he's 60 HP if you didn't see, plus 4 block every turn. So, oh, he's about to just absolutely murder his allies. One other thing, by the way, I don't know if I really mentioned or did it much, but you can rotate the camera. You can't change to where it's looking, but you can rotate the camera whenever you want. He has block, so what I want to do is I want to strike Slash and then jump out of the way here. So you strike him to clear the block. Slash will add bleeding if he's not blocking, which he is not now. And then... I could block this, but I'd rather just step out of the way. And end turn. And he's just beating the shit out of his allies. There should be, I think that there can't be more than 3 enemies on the screen at once or something. Because we have to fight a 4th, but I think that they won't show up until we finish one of these guys off. You're dead. I can move here? Can I do 8 damage? I can, so I could move here. No, I can't move here. I can move here. I guess that's our best idea. I could do like... There's nothing really interesting I can do here. I think I would rather let the enemy kill. I don't know if it makes a difference on when another enemy spawns. I think another enemy should spawn now. Yeah. Oh, he instantly spawned. This is Crowbar Man. Or I guess that's more of a tire iron than a crowbar. Oh, he gives me an injury card if I get hit here. I see. You're at 2 bleeding. If you haven't noticed, by the way, the bleeding is ticking down every round. Goes through his block, and I think it goes through block. I'm not actually sure, though. I haven't been looking. I can't punch through this man? Ugh. Fine. I actually guess there was no reason to do that. My better play would have been to move over here and get hit so I can counter. How am I doing on turns? 3 turns? I can finish this in 3 turns. What are you at? 18? He's at 22. Because you build combo every attack, I should definitely attack first, like with this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push him away because he's 1 hit. And I don't want to use combo finisher on the guy on 1 hit. And so I will combo finisher here. Although, no, I would have still gotten a hit, yeah. For a second I thought that was wrong. I guess I could have done this a little differently. And like left him there and then just dodged out of the way. Because that's going to be what I end up having to do anyway. Doesn't really matter. We should have the kill here. You're 2, you're 1. Quick kick does not advance me. I can do... or I can't actually kill both of them, sadly. That's okay. Move here, kick this guy away from me, and then cut the pipe guy down. I love the ragdolling too. And it looks like taking the damage, I took that damage to get a lot of damage down on Chonk, and that should end up letting me, no, I just threw nothing but movement and block. So, sucks to suck, I guess. That's a shame. I should have gotten the kill and gotten my extra reward, but I drew all movement. And it's kind of, like, it's part of what the deck does, right? I always have a movement card to draw, which means I'm always ready to, like, I can take 0 damage in every fight by just moving smartly. Sometimes it leads to that situation, though. And for beating a mini-boss, we get an upgraded card. Separate does 8 damage to 2 targets and pushes them opposite directions of me. Throat Punch is deal 10 damage and 1 stun when the target has no block. Stun stops them from attacking. That card seems good. 10 damage and 1 stun if the target isn't blocking sounds cool. Cancel an enemy turn. Let's go see an event. I don't have any money for the gym, so we could go like event, restroom, pool room. We got a lot of ground to cover, but I can do this event, restroom, pool room, event, gym, pub is probably how we'll go through the rest of this floor. The gang meeting is taking place on a remote island location. You swim to the island only to find yourself surrounded by sharks. Punch a shark. 80% lose 10 health, 20% gain enhancement. Don't punch a shark. I'm gonna punch a shark. Unbelievable. I lost 10 health. I don't believe this. I punched the shark and it didn't pan out for me? Question mark? Or should I say question shark? God, I'm good at this. One other thing I can teach you here. Enemies spawn, so you can see where enemies spawn. As you can see, this indicator means that an enemy's gonna spawn here. If I'm standing or someone is standing on this tile, the enemy won't spawn on that turn. However, I need to go push this guy out of here real quick if you don't mind. Get the heck out of here. And then I want to step back, kick you into the wall for 10, and then I'll burn my emergency move to go here and block the spawn. It actually changes where he's going to spawn, which I didn't know. Oh, you're dead, right? 10 HP, yeah, you're just dead. Hammer Fist and then a long strike, he's out. Now, I might be able to, if I stand here, the enemy might land attack me. That would be optimal. Yeah, I'm gonna crush this fight, wow. Sadly, I don't have a push card drawn. And I can't head smash. You're doing 6. I'm just gonna block this so this enemy doesn't try to move. No, I can't head smash him. There's nothing to smash his head into. Also, he moved anyway. This is a tutorial on stun. Stun is a negative effect that stops enemies from attacking, and it happened because I just drew Throat Punch. They pop a little tutorial up every time you draw a card with a new effect. Like stun there, for example, because I've never drawn a card that said stun before, technically, except I have. That's interesting. Jab is deal 3 damage and gain 1 momentum. Momentum is what they call energy. Oh, that's what this is. I think this is momentum. This is showing how much energy you have max. Option play is pretty cool. You get to move 2 tiles or do 6 damage, so you get to have movement or damage. I don't think I need any of these, though. I should play with Separate at some point, but I don't really want to. That's it. I don't really want to. It's a chonk fight. Oh no, this is a shotgun lady fight. Shotgun lady fight has a shotgun. She just shoots in this cone and pushes you back. Thanks to Pistol. Shout out Pistol Thug for helping me out here by shooting his boss. He's gonna do like a 5th of her health. That lets me move 1. I don't want to get... Right now I'm taking 20. And I don't want to take 20. So I'm gonna probably just push this guy and then move forward. Does he go first? Oh, he goes first. So if I push this guy and move forward, he pushes me back. So I have to use my emergency move. Right? So I gotta go... I could also take 4, but my health isn't really that good here. I'm gonna step forward and use my emergency move. Because the way that it goes here is... Oh, waiting for target. I need to step in the range of Pistol Thug as well. Oh well. He doesn't actually shoot his boss here. But the way that it goes is... This guy goes first and pushes me back into the shotgun biker's shot, which pushes me into the pool table. So I can't take that. Or I don't want to take that, I should say. Okay, check this out. We can slip here. Head Smash turns her to face me. Which means that she'll shoot Pistol Boy here with her shotgun now. And then I can step out of the way. And she goes last, I already knew that. So I will not be shot when he gets pushed back. Although that would have been pretty cool if he did shoot me and when he got pushed back. That would have been a cool thing to show off as well. I should probably kill Pistol Thug here. Makes the most sense to me. And then I can dash out of the way. Another thing you can see here is the difficulty always drawing me a block card. Or not a block card, but always drawing me a movement card, which is pretty important when you get right down to it. I'm gonna get this lady bleeding. And then probably just punch, shift, step out of the way here. Punch. Doesn't this guy's range... Isn't he a 2-ranger? Does he hit her here? He does hit her here. Cool. And because I was there, his attack goes through. And so he punches her away. She's at 11. Pretty close, actually, to finishing her off. This biker's holding me off here, but I don't actually... He doesn't push me, right? No, he does 8 only. I'm gonna let Shotgun Lady shoot the other guy for 10, putting him to 7. And I'm just gonna come 1v1 the biker over here. Kick. And I should counter. I'll push him and counter. No, I pushed him into the counter. Good one, me. He's 1, he's like 7, she's close to dead too. She's 11. You're 7. So, if I think I can kill 2 here. Right, you do quick strike, kill you, and then slip here. I would like to head smash her, but sadly I need to throat punch this guy so I don't get hit. Then next turn I should be able to finish this lady off. She's at 8. Yeah, combo finisher to round it out. Look at that ragdoll. God, the ragdoll is good. Good fight, good fight. Hook kick plus. Deal 12 damage, gain 3 momentum. Discard all cards in hand and draw the same amount. Ooh. I'm down for calculated gamble. Yeah, I'm down. Long strike plus is also not bad, but I'll take redraw. Right, and then I want to go event. Probably to medical, actually. Meet an old contact, they're working freelance and need some help bringing down a high-value target. Sure, I'll lose 50 euros to help my man out. There's nothing they can give you in return yet. There's the surprise office party, but you're a trained agent, so you know all about it, and you don't like surprises. I'll sneak in and turn the tables. I'll take the 5 health back. You knock out all the guests and enjoy a quiet evening eating cake. Oh wait, I'm a monster. Now let's go to medical. I'm gonna go ahead and just heal up to full. I didn't know how much this healed, so I didn't have to knock those guys out. Unlucky. But let's go heal to full and then go to the pub. This is your final boss fight for this area. So far, it's always been the same, but we'll see. Yeah, so it seems like it's always the same guy. A few other things I can mention here about the game while we're at it. Stylistically, I think this game is nuts. Like, I feel like this game looks extremely cool. They killed it on aesthetic here. And yeah, like overall, I think it's very fun. The gameplay feels really good and really cool when you get it right. Like when I do shit like this and just dodge out of the way and these guys shoot each other, that's sick. I'm gonna use my emergency move and step into range here. The way that this boss works, so the way the boss fight works is all I have to do is kill the boss to win the fight. And he has a special effect that says he will turn to face me, which I thought a different enemy had. But his effect is he'll turn to face me, so you can't just dodge out of the way of his attacks if you move into his range. And I think after a certain number of turns, he will spawn enemies as well. What I can do here is I can do quick kick, pop him into the wall for 8. I can then do, I guess it's better to do, I think it's better to do head smash since I have the energy, right? You head smash him into the wall for 15. This is gonna be a fast fight. These gun guys, in my experience in fighting this boss, my greatest ally is the guys with the guns. They do so much damage to this boss, it's crazy. And if I had been thinking, I could have realized I was going to put myself in a position where I have to get shot here if I had thought of this turn through. I'm just going to push all my damage to the boss and then get shot. Oh, he might even just die, right? And he's dead, but I'm not sure if the fight will end or not. Okay, he's dead. I'll show the replay for this one, last replay, because this one was really fast. That fight went so well. Like, that was insane. I've never had that fight go so cleanly. Being able to walk up and throat punch him was sick. That was so good, because I got so much tempo off of that. And the gun guy just doing 12. I've had that fight go a lot longer. Like, usually, I've had that fight go up to like 8 or 9 turns. Next page, we got 20 health back for finishing the fight, and when you finish the boss, you get an enhancement, which is one of these. You get to choose one of 3 permanent buffs. So we already have the one that gives us the single of emergency move. We can get 25 extra health when you go heal, increase maximum and per turn momentum by 2, or gain an additional 5 pounds at the end of a fight for every knocked enemy out, except for enemy spawned characters. These are pretty sick. I like Bounty Hunter a lot, so I'm gonna click that. And that's how an act goes. You go back here and you get to go on to the next one. I'm not going to go on to the next one for this video. This is a first look. However, if you guys are interested in seeing more, I could see myself doing a little series on this and playing around. It's very fun. The game is extremely enjoyable. I highly recommend it. That's my closing thought for you. I think this game is great. I think it's very fun, and I definitely think you should pick it up. What else do I have to tell you? There is not a Humble link for this one. This game is only out on Steam, so I'll have a link to the Steam page for you to buy the game for yourself if you want to take a look. But this is only out on Steam as far as I can tell. So no affiliate link for you, but that's okay. Otherwise, I don't think I have anything else to tell you. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to tell you. I guess one last thing, which I think I've forgotten to mention in other ones, but if you go to the main menu, you can load your game. There are games where this isn't the case. I know, it feels like a obvious thing. Oh, it actually loads me back at the fight. That's interesting. Oh, how about that? It loads me back at the fight. So it'll load you before your last fight. Okay, that's good to know. I actually didn't know that because I hadn't quit the main menu before. But that's, yeah. But it does have a save feature. I've played games on here for first looks that I didn't realize didn't have a save feature, and so I think that's a big negative sometimes. It also looks like this game has a daily. Oh yeah, I want to show you the compendium, that's right. So I've unlocked 99 of 208 cards over the course of my last 2 runs, and as a progression system, you get experience at the end of each run, which you use to level up and unlock more cards. And you can see all of the cards here real quick. There's a lot of them. And then there's also enhancements you can look at. Oh wow, there's actually negative enhancements, huh? Lose 1 health at the start of every turn? Holy shit. That's crazy. But yeah, this game's really good. Highly recommend it. You should check it out. And yeah, thanks for watching as well. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.